What's going on, everyone? Adam Gelman here. This has been a crazy week. We've not only had the NFT drop, first ever digital cards for Panini WWE. We've gotten an announcement that the trading card game for Adrenaline XL is going to be coming now as well. Um, it's all part of closing these loopholes in the settlement and the lawsuit that went down earlier. Two of the things that were called out by WWE as part of their reason for canceling the WWE license for trading cards for Panini was these two things: digital trading cards and trading card game availability. And we're seeing now that Panini has made a conscious decision to rectify those loopholes. So I would guess that this is a probably more mode going forward. This is going to be the new world here where Panini is going to be able to seemingly finish out their time now that they've addressed these areas. I think that's pretty good news for Panini. I think it's pretty good news for the collectors like myself who are big fans of what they've done. It does not change the fact that come 2026, Topps and Fanatics will be taking over. That was announced. But I wanted to cover some of my experience going back into the world of digital cards for the first time in a long time. I used to be a humongous fan of the Topps digital apps. That was before NFTs were a thing. And man, the community aspect of that drew me in, similar to the community aspect of wrestling trading cards in the physical side. And I know for a lot of the people on this channel, they're like, digital cards, not my thing. Yeah, I understand completely. But for a lot of people out there who tried a few of these packs, who are seeing the fun experience of animated cards and really an easy marketplace and stuff like that, this might be something that changes their mind to get a little bit more in deep. And I'll tell you, like, I was not expecting to have as much fun as I did. I feel like the Topps digital app with trading and the comments and the community and everything that was built around it really created like this awesome experience for collectors of those cards. I didn't see that on the surface for the Panini NFTs because there isn't daily content release. There isn't a multiple releases per day like there was on Topps digital platforms. There's no trading that's built into the platform. There are ways that people have found to do it as life finds a way, right? So I think my experience was definitely one of like, hey, I'll try this out. And then once I found the community behind it, which happens to be on Discord, it's made this even more fun. I will say I still want to see more of that inside of the application that exists to manage these cards. I want to see more of a community involvement there. But at least for now, like, there is a healthy group of people that buy, sell, and collect these cards, and you'll see why here as I make this video. So just to give you guys the heads up ahead of time here, an NFT card is a unique concept for a lot of WWE physical collectors to understand. They don't understand why anybody would want to pay money for something that you can't hold in your hand. They don't understand why just screen capturing or downloading the video from the website isn't the same as owning it. I mean, all of those things have been concerns and questions of digital cards going back to 2012 and 2013 when this all started. So these have been around for a very long time. And if you're on Discord, their server has close to 10,000 people on it. There's a lot of people on there that are very active, spend a lot of money, and really spend time building up a collection of these NFT cards and sell them for real money that you're paid immediately. And it's a really unique experience to fully grasp, why this is so cool, especially for international collectors who don't like importing cards, waiting weeks for things to ship. Like, there's a huge international contingent of collectors on this platform. I thought that was really cool to see. A lot of them are excited because they don't get the hobby releases the same way that others do, especially if they're living in remote areas or if they're just don't have access to those types of things. So engaging in a product like this, which is readily available anytime they want, trading and selling, buying, everything is instant, real time. It's a huge deal. So basically, just let's start at the beginning here. On a Friday morning, Panini released about 7,600 of these NFT elite first off the line packs. The hobby, quote unquote, digital release of the NFTs of the regular set happens Wednesday. So as you can imagine, the first off the line packs are set up very similarly the way that they are on the physical side. You get extra content, you get better cards. Right off the bat, you're guaranteed a card that has 20 copies or less. A lot of them have one of ones. They have all the stuff that comes in the hobby, autographs, you name it. They are digital cards, so like there isn't a physical sort of card that you get for owning the NFT. I know that that's something that many collectors want to see, and if you go back into what Panini has done in the past, you can see where they have offered a physical card that grants you access to a blockchain NFT as well. Both of those things sell for a lot of money. So, you've seen them bought and sold on this platform. You can actually go back in the sales history, which is all public and very transparent in that respect, and see them talk like you can see it walk through like collector to collector. Everything has been bought and sold. You can see the 4 and 5 figure sales. There was a 6 figure sale of a Luka Doncic way back when NFTs were super hot. Um, so I mean, like a lot of this platform is very transparent, very user friendly. So again, packs were released Friday morning. I ripped probably 10 to 20 of them. They cost $20 a piece. I was being my history with digital cards. I was like, this is awesome. I want to take a look at them. It was great to see like how easy it was to get engaged. I immediately pulled like 2 1 of 1s out of those packs. I sold one of them for the entire amount of money that was invested in. So just from the get go, I was playing with house money. It was great feeling to get instant payment on that card. The Roxanne Perez Pen Pals 101 autograph I sold. And, that's what is so much fun about this. The instant gratification of the transactions on this platform is unmatched. Like you buy a card and it's in your collection seconds later. Um, Similarly, like they have things that are starting on Wednesday, which I think will change a lot of the values of these cards. So if you collect sets, if you collect rainbows, if you collect every different aspect of these products, they offer rewards for that. The first one starts on Wednesday tomorrow. There's a Roman Reigns card that if you collect a combination of these first off the line specific parallels, you get this card. They're usually very, very limited, and because so few people have, the 20 or so cards you would need to complete, and it's awesome. It's just such a cool feeling. Very similar in that respect to the Topps Digital app, where if you went and collected a set, you got a reward card that was usually much lower than the prints of those sets. I love this platform in that respect. That's what I loved about Topps Digital. Um, so like when you look at the marketplace, there's definitely a hierarchy of value as it pertains to some things that may be used for challenges in the future, like the base cards out of 20, the first off the line exclusives. Like people have originally were paying $2 and $3 a piece for those, but ever since the announcement of these challenges, those have gone to $5, $10, $15. Roman Reigns sells for like $50. Like that's real money changing hands. And it's crazy to me that we've been able to sell through all 7,500 of those packs very quickly. And more importantly, you don't have to open the packs. You can actually buy and sell the unopened packs. So like there are people who are selling NFT packs that were released, 2 and 3 years ago, because you actually can use the packs as commodities, very much like wax is bought and sold from previous years in the real world. It's a really cool concept, and they're adding features daily. They're adding features like counter offers and things like that. The platform is still, going through changes to make it more accessible to regular collectors and make it easy to understand and get indoctrinated into. Like, I think that's really the thing that was so challenging for me is understanding that like if you get a serial number one out of whatever prints that they made, that card is like 10 times more valuable than one that's like 14 of 20. And like the base cards all sell for like a buck. Some of the parallels sell for like $2. Like as you go on, autographs, like we're seeing kind of be a focus in the hobby. Actually, the base cards here are much more desirable. I didn't know that at first, but I was able to acquire like the 101 Becky Lynch pen pals NFT. I was able to acquire that. That was really cool to me. But there's still a 101 base card out there that's going to be similarly available. So like all of this stuff is flying around. There's some really awesome people in the community, especially in the Discord, that allow you to sort of ask questions and get indoctrinated into this whole process. Like I didn't expect to make a second NFT video. I made one. I was like, all right, that's enough. But I've had so much fun doing this and engaging with the community and collecting the sets, getting all the cards that I want of all my favorite people. Like I was able to get like an LA Knight, like 10 gold out of 10 autograph. I was able to get some awesome Rhea Ripley cards, and like, Roman Reigns, I picked up a few awesome things. Like it's not as expensive as buying them in real life. So if you were to buy a one of one, Roman Reigns, it would be, $500, $1,000 just for like the lowest level. Here it's less, but I think that value increases as more and more people get introduced to the platform. I think it's clear that Panini is going to be releasing more of these sets. So as we get to the more legacy sets like Prism, Immaculate, which on the platform have immense value, like there's going to be more people. But man, we sold through. Like I was crazy. Like we were on the Discord, we were talking, and these packs kept selling and selling and selling and selling. They sold out in like a couple of days, like with no advertisement from Panini, no support from a marketing perspective in that release. Like they sold through everything. It was all word of mouth. It was all people like we saw sort of happen like leading up to like the Prism release. Guys, like I'm a physical collector like through and through, and I understand how difficult it is to grasp the concept of value pertaining to a digital collectible. But if you sort of push that to the side, if you're able, and just decide, hey, I want to have some fun, I want to rip some packs whenever, like I don't think there's any drawbacks in that respect, as long as you're not spending money you don't have. So it's just like with any investment collectible. The good thing here is like I'm just doing this for fun. There are people with legitimate six-figure collections on here, and like I'm collecting sets. I want to get all the Becky Lynch cards. Like I think I'll be satisfied with that. But I'm starting to learn like how different things work. Like I said, like getting the first or last print, very similar to the way it is in the hobby. Like there'll be specific contests and things like that. You can burn cards. Like if you have specific cards that pertain to like a set, you can actually like shred those cards in the app and get rewarded with something that's like really rare and valuable. Like, so there's all these things that you can do, all these side quests that are available because it's a digital collectible. Like you can literally do whatever you want. And as they institute leaderboards and things like that of people who have the best collections, like the competition of just us fighting with each other to be the top guy is going to be insane. So I look forward to it. I mean, it's a really cool experience. Like I said, I've never expected to sort of get back into digital cards after Topps left. There's risk here. Like I don't want to make it seem like you should go in and spend thousands of dollars here and then expect to get 10,000s of dollars back. Like this is entertainment to me. It's like gamified card collecting. If you sort of look at it like that, I kind of look at it like a game. But there are people out there who look much differently upon this and have been very successful at making money here. But that's not what I see a lot of the community engaging around, because this is a private blockchain. So like these cards aren't going to be transferred yet into a public domain where if Panini just stops with the servers, like the cards will exist on the blockchain elsewhere. Like this is Panini's like walled private blockchain, which is a major concern. I'm curious, like what happens after the licenses go away? Like they're not producing new sets. Does that change the viability and value of what people have paid for the existing cards? All of those things are still big question marks. I know in the past there's been rug pulls that have happened where things just shut down out of nowhere and people just lose everything. I think that's a little bit different here because Panini's blockchain has been around since I think, well ahead of the boom. And I think they saw a lot of things going down that, they wanted to invest in this particular aspect of the hobby. So check it out. Have a good time. I'll make more content as I see fit, but this was a lot of fun. I hope you guys really do enjoy your experience in NFT the way that I have.